We're following breaking news this Wednesday morning. Parts of the valley are swamped after overnight storms dropped heavy rain. And that means a lot of people could be mopping up much of the day.
Many communities were hit with the deluge, but some of the worst stuff, it was up north. So let's go live right now to the Valley Today's Callie Hubbard. Callie, where are you at and what's it like out there?
Yeah, hi, good morning, Jordan and Lisa. I'm right outside of Columbia Mall here in Grand Forks. We've been driving all around all morning long. Now I want to give you a look at this car that just pulled up here. So what a lot of people are doing, as you can see this road out here by Columbia Mall, we're by the Men's Warehouse and JCPenney, but it's just kind of pretty high. It's about a few inches tall. And as you can see, that this car just made its way through. So people are either going super fast to make their way through the water, or people are going kind of slow, or people are just backing up to avoid it at all costs. But I've been in contact with the Grand Forks Police. Shout out to Sergeant Brown. He's been updating me all morning, kind of telling us which roads were the worst in the valley. I want you to take a look at this video that we got. 24th Avenue South this morning was probably about a foot or so tall with water. So cars had a difficult time making their way through the area, just kind of going as fast as they could. And people were making their way onto the other lane because that side of the lane was drier than the other side. So that was a problem for oncoming traffic, as they could have collided on the road out there. The 1000th block of 17th Avenue South was also a problem in the area. Around 11 or so last night is when all of this flooding had started. But as you can see, Columbia Mall security, I'm pretty sure, is kind of going around the area. If you have to make your way down this road, I know we're kind of by McDonald's. If you need a morning coffee, be careful as well. I know the Hugo's on Gateway, I heard, was pretty flooded out there too. So yeah, lots of areas to avoid. Also, the Emerado Fire Station had about 4 inches of water, and people were seen kayaking down the street just because there was so much water.
And Callie, can you tell, are they putting those road closed signs out now? I know we saw a truck just drive by with that.
Yeah, I'm seeing these caution. If you want to take a look back here, I'm seeing these caution signs here that this man, I think, is putting up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's putting them up right here.
Okay, yeah, so now they're blocking roads off in Grand Forks. The water is just too high, and they're saying it's not safe. All right, Callie Hubbard reporting live this morning in the Northern Valley. Thank you very much.
So let's get a check of what we can expect as the day goes on. Justin Fanfarelli is in this morning with our First Alert Storm Team forecast.
And we're expecting the rain to end over the next couple of hours. Then we'll have a decreasing cloud trend by the afternoon. We've got mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, and temperatures not bad for this time of year. We're going to say seasonably warm into the low to mid 80s. We have a couple of dry days ahead. We just need to get past the rain that is falling right now. So we still have some light to moderate intensity rain as you make your way from the Grand Forks area off to the north and off to the northeast. And we still have some thunderstorm activity just off to the south of Roseau. This has been weakening for the past couple of hours. It continues to move off to the north and to the east. And as we make our way further south, it looks like we're mainly dry from Fargo out toward Valley City and Jamestown, but we still have that light to moderate intensity rain across Lakes Country right now. No lightning with this. This is going to continue move off to the east and dissipate over the next couple of hours, and we're finally going to dry out. Temperatures, it's still a little muggy out there with all that rain that fell. Most of us ranging from the lower 60s out toward Jamestown into the upper 60s into northwestern Minnesota. The winds across the region mainly from a southerly direction. Winds not that bad, 5 to 15 miles per hour, but we're going to keep more of a southerly flow as we go through the next couple of days. After the rain ends, we will have partly cloudy skies by around midday, mostly sunny skies by later on into the day with highs into the low to mid 80s. We're going to stay mainly clear during the overnight period with lows in the 60s, and for the day tomorrow, high temperatures again, pretty hot for this time of year, upper 80s to lower 90s. Let's extend the forecast right now. A couple of First Alert weather days. Friday for the heat, high of 97. Saturday, some more strong to severe thunderstorms. We stay near 90. Keep the chance of some storms Sunday and Monday, upper 80s, and then mid 80s for Tuesday as we've got mostly sunny skies. There's your weather. Let's check in with Devin Fry now with your traffic on the move.
Thanks, Justin. We're finishing up our drive for this hour on I-29. We're heading north toward Grand Forks. You can see the crowd up ahead here on I-29. We know the drill at this point. There is a lane closed here and reduced speeds in this area, so it does tend to lead to some crowding. It's been a little bit crowded both times that we've gone through there this morning, but overall still is moving, and it is only a small area that is grouped up. It does seem to lessen up a little bit as we get closer to 13th Avenue. You can see at the bottom of your screen right now, the roadways are starting to dry up. Now, here in the FM area, it's been a pretty ideal situation considering what we've been dealing with overnight. So really good news out here on the roadways this morning. Things are starting to lighten up out here, at least in the FM area. We do know that our friends up north in Grand Forks are dealing with a much different situation, but here in the FM area for your morning drive, it should be fine. Just be prepared as you head up north. We're going to keep checking out the roadways in the next hour in the Fargo CW, but for now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
The European Union is reopening its borders to 14 countries, but not to people from the U.S. The EU approved leisure or business travel from Australia, Canada, Japan, New Zealand, Uruguay, and others.
But the U.S., Russia, Brazil, and Turkey were excluded because the containment of the virus in those countries is worse than the European Union average. The U.S. will have to wait at least 2 weeks before another review. Attorneys in the case of a man accused in the murders of 4 people at a Mandan business are set to argue whether investigators followed the correct procedures in collecting evidence.
The hearing this morning at the Morton County Courthouse comes 15 months after the stabbing and shooting deaths of 4 employees at RJR Maintenance and Management. Investigators say Chad Isaac carefully planned the gruesome killings, then tried to avoid detection by picking up shell casings, changing his clothes, and then cleaning a knife and a gun with bleach. But Isaac's attorney says authorities didn't get proper search warrants and made false statements in the applications, and they want that evidence thrown out. Police in Sioux Falls say a man went to the wrong house and shot the person living there while searching for his intended target.
The suspect shot and killed 40-year-old Tracy Sabo on Monday while thinking the home belonged to another man. Then went to the correct home and shot 3 more people, including his intended target. All of those people are expected to recover. Police say the suspect believed the targeted man had assaulted someone in the suspect's family. We're hearing today from the father of a toddler who was killed in a car crash over the weekend. Chris Engel and his family were headed to Wolf Lake, north of Detroit Lake, Saturday night when he collided with another vehicle and rolled into a ditch.
Engel and his niece were life-flighted to Fargo, and 2 other people were taken to the Detroit Lakes Hospital, but Engel's 3-year-old son, Hank, was pronounced dead at the scene.
He was a spitfire, that's all. He always wanted to be outside and always was a good help, always wanted to help. Just remember him as Daddy's little boy who wanted to always go on the tractor.
With the upcoming holiday weekend, Engel says he knows many people are planning to travel and he's urging you to be more careful on the roads. He says he doesn't want anyone else to feel the hurt and loss that he does.
Minnesota diabetics who need emergency insulin supplies but can't afford them will be able to get the drug under a new state law that kicks in today. The Alex Smith Insulin Affordability Act will allow qualifying diabetics with less than 7 days worth of that life-saving drug left to pay no more than $35 to get a one-time 30-day supply from their pharmacy.
The law is named for an uninsured 26-year-old Minneapolis man who died in 2017 of complications from rationing his insulin. He couldn't pay for the $1,300 per month needed for the drug and test supplies.
While summer, it seems, is just getting going, many families are already looking ahead to the fall, wondering what that school year will look like when the new semester starts.
Fargo Schools Superintendent Rupak Gandhi says the district recognizes the need for urgency and has the goal of releasing plans by at least the end of July, hoping to resume in-person instruction, but also giving options to families who are not comfortable sending their kids back to class. Now, once the district has a better idea of what its fall semester will look like, school leaders say a survey will be sent out to hear what the community wants and what people are comfortable with.
Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, 26% of us are considering this as a result of the coronavirus.
The answer? moving, which you do hear somewhat, but that's in other states, and they want to move to North Dakota.
Absolutely, they want to move it. This is a great place to be. But the Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. We continue our team coverage of the storms that hit overnight. Streets flooded in Grand Forks and other parts of the Northern Valley. Stick around. We'll have more on that coming up on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a safe and happy Wednesday, everyone.